people love Voltron. The
forever.
comments, yeah, the people are loving it.
And I've got it. That's one of the things I've got to apologize. As I screwed up the theme. I cringed. I was listening to that in Kroger. I sang the He-Man song.
Oh, did you? Well, I started singing the theme from Chips. Da, 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 da. Yeah. And I knew I was doing
Doesn't
that.
it have a weird sound that begins like a squirrel? Yeah, get it.
The one girl told me, come on over, there's nobody home. I went over, there was nobody home.
It's time for Irritable Dad Syndrome. Please don't use the hand towels in the guest bathroom. Those are for show only. Here are your hosts, Mike and Darin.
Hi, I'm Darin.
I am Mike.
Welcome to Irritable Dad Syndrome, Cincinnati's comedy podcast. This is episode 296. It got warmer today. It's like in the 50s. The snow is melting. And I think that something else that is melting is Mike's cold, dead heart, because he has been cheery and joyful. When I got here, Mike was still eating his dinner. And usually if you have to sit and watch him eat his dinner, he does it begrudgingly, but he was like, hey, come on in there.
I'm used to it.
Yeah,
I accept that now.
You appeared happy that I was here, and I'm excited. I'm looking forward to this episode.
I'm an only child. I generally like to be alone. I don't want anybody near me or around me at any given moment. There are sacred moments where I've refused to have anyone around, and one of those is when I'm eating my dinner, especially when I'm trying to lose weight, as I currently am, and I'm failing miserably at it.
Oh, you and me
It's
both.
one of the few moments of enjoyment I have, and then you walk in. But I didn't have a problem with it.
2 minutes early, by the way.
I didn't have a
2
problem
minutes.
with it. Yeah, it's the whole day's gotten weird. I did want to start off tonight with an apology. Can I do that?
Yeah.
Not really an apology, a correction.
Okay.
I was walking around the Kroger, as I want to do. 6 out of 7 days I'm at Kroger at any given point. And I was listening to our last episode, episode 295. And we were talking about Voltron.
And that was a good one, by the way.
It was a good one.
Yeah.
And the Voltron clip seemed to have taken off for us. And I was excited, and I'm listening to it. And during the clip, I start singing a theme song, and it's not the Voltron theme song. And here's the deal, is our Voltron clip got some comments. Some people, one person was upset that you called Voltron lame.
I think that that clip was taken out of context.
It was. But I had that in my mind, and I'm like, oh my gosh, now this guy's going to listen to the whole episode, and not only is he going to disagree with our take on Voltron, he's going to hear me singing He-Man. All of our nerd cred is out.
At least you were singing He-Man. I was doing the theme from Chips.
Yeah.
So it has nothing to do with Voltron.
So Voltron is da 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 da. Now you'll notice,
Mike Odell, everybody.
You'll notice that it loops, and then starts over. The reason it does that is nobody, even the animators, know how long it's going to take this robot to form. Okay, how many times is the short little green guy going to say, I'll be the left leg.
And I'll be the right
and
leg.
I don't want to repeat the bit, but I'm just saying.
Right.
And then He-Man, I have the power. And then it's and it repeats because that's the song that plays in the beginning. Because everyone knows at the beginning of every He-Man episode, every 20-minute episode, you got to have 7 minutes of, I was Prince Adam, and I was walking along the stream, and I realized I had a sword by the power of Grayskull. And when I lifted it, it became blah, 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 blah,
You sound like
for
a guy
7 minutes.
in a castle. And perhaps when we walk past the haberdashery, yes, of course, and Poopsie dear, yes, indeed. Perhaps a cigar after some.
But that's what all these cartoons were, vehicles to sell toys. That's what they were.
Yeah.
The He-Man cartoon was there to sell toys. The Voltron cartoon was there to sell snacks because you had to go get food while it was on.
Well, one of the comments on our clip, this guy sent a picture of his Lego Voltron set.
That was awesome.
That was
That
very,
was really
very cool. Yeah, we had some comments, and I want to apologize because apparently people really sincerely loved the Voltron cartoon, and I think I offended somebody by calling it lame. And here's the thing. I've never seen Voltron, so I don't know that it's lame or not, but I apologize if I hurt your feelings.
Yeah. Darin excels at having strong negative opinions about things he's never experienced.
No. Once again, you're talking about yourself. You have me confused with you. But I will watch Voltron because I'm fascinated with it now. I still stand on the belief that Thundar the Barbarian was a better cartoon than He-Man and the Masters of the Universe.
I never saw
and
Thundar.
I don't know why they haven't made a movie about Thundar the Barbarian. Thundar was
do you know how when they mix different groups of toys together, like mixed multi-universe things, like they're bringing back Knight Rider. Did you know this?
I heard that.
Potentially with the Hoth.
Germans love David Hasselhoff.
Don't hassle the Hoth.
It was pointed out in a blurb that Knight Rider is in the same universe as Airwolf.
Yeah, I think that makes sense, yes.
Which got my hackles risen. And I thought, wow, I can finally watch Airwolf. And so, but Thundar, to me, seems like it goes with GoBots. And Voltron.
No, Thundar and GoBots have nothing in common. There were no bots whatsoever during Thundar.
Hi, this is your announcer, Dave Lay. I just wanted to mention that last week we totally forgot to wish everyone a happy Valentine's Day. I had nothing to do with this omission, but for some reason Mike and Darin are blaming me for it anyway. I apologize, even though it wasn't my fault. Now, back to the show.
I don't know if anybody knows this or not, but we have listeners all over the planet. All over the planet. Here in the United States of America, we had a thing called the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It's a football game, and there are two teams that compete all season long, and whoever has the best record in their division, they go on to what's called a playoff round. And if they win the playoff round, then the NFC team goes on to play the AFC. Don't ask me what those words stand for.
All foreign
cars and neutral foreign cars.
Yeah.
And then they play in the Super Bowl, and it's the biggest event of the year.
It's an excuse. I mean, for non-sports people, it's an excuse to eat whatever you want.
Yeah, it's a holiday. It's a national holiday, and people have bitched all for as long as I can remember that you should get Monday off. The Monday after the Super Bowl should be a holiday. Yeah. Here's my take on that. Just move the game to Saturday.
Yeah.
Have the game on a Saturday.
Well, then
stay out all you want, eat all the pie and the bacon wrapped smokies and the dip and the guac and
here's
the pizza and the wings and the tater tots and the gravy and the chicken nuggets
and the green sorbet. You got to change
lime sherbet.
You got to change all the graphics from Super Bowl Sunday to Super Bowl Saturday.
Well, they change the graphics every year anyway.
Yeah.
They changed it anyway. So here's my take on the Super Bowl. Both teams were pretty well matched for a long time because the defense on both teams, nobody was letting anybody, you couldn't buy a touchdown.
Yeah.
Nobody was letting anything happen except the Seahawks managed to score 5 field goals. Now, Mike, if you kick a field goal, that's 3 points.
Yeah.
So the kicker for the Seattle Seahawks, Mike kicker, I don't know his name, he scored 15 points. They scored 29 overall.
Yeah.
So he scored more points kicking than the other team, the rest of the team. And I wanted him to be the MVP because I wanted them to not score at all. I didn't want them to score a single touchdown. And I wanted it to be the first Super Bowl ever. It may have been the first Super Bowl where only one guy scored.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So there was that. I've never been a New England Patriots fan because of Tom Brady. And the reason why I'm against Tom Brady is he's so damn good looking and he makes me angry. He just really makes me angry. He's got the looks, and he's really good at throwing the football. Have you ever seen him throw a football? He's really good at doing that.
I've seen that happen. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that he should win some awards and stuff
They
for
tend
how
to-
well he can throw
Yeah.
a football. So Tom Brady's not in that anymore. And Bill Belichick, don't get me started on that load.
Oh,
That guy, he's not with the team anymore. So I really have no reason to dislike the New England Patriots, but out of habit, I didn't want them to win. And the main reason why I didn't want them to win is because they are tied with my Pittsburgh Steelers for each winning 6 Super Bowls. Okay.
Yeah.
So if the New England Patriots win, they would have 7. And then as a team, they would have more than my Pittsburgh Steelers, which they didn't. So for that, I was happy.
yeah. So we were cheering for the Seattle Seahawks.
The Seattle
because
Seahawks.
Seahawks sounds awesome.
It does.
Right? It
Yeah.
sounds like it was an 80s show right there with Street Hawk and
That's right.
Airwolf.
Starring Jimmy Smits.
But another fun thing, we were talking about this just
Raul
upstairs.
Julia.
The halftime show. So I watched.
Oh, the halftime show was a little controversial.
I watched a couple minutes of the Super Bowl because I was busy doing other thing. I kept looking at the score and nothing was happening.
Nothing. That's right.
And I asked at some point,
everybody kept shutting
did
each other down.
they cancel the Super Bowl?
That's right.
And one of the kids was like, no, just nobody scored yet. Okay, all right, then nobody scored yet. But so I'm doing my thing over there, and I had enough. I came over and I watched the halftime show, and my mind was blown. There were people in those grass things
Dressed as bushes.
But what blew my mind was at one point, Bad Bunny, Mr. Bunny, Senor Bunny, fell through the top of a house.
And his badness, yes.
He fell through the top of a house, that which The Mandalorian came out later. Did you see him there?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, he fell through a house, and he's inside the house.
Yes.
And I thought, they pre-recorded this. This is a bunch of crap. And then he walks out, and he's outside. There's the Mandalorian, and there's all these people. Then
Right.
someone's getting married.
There's Lady Goo
There's
Goo,
light
yeah.
poles.
Yeah.
There's Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
Ricky Martin. What the flip?
Yeah.
He popped up out of
A
nowhere.
friend of mine's like, I want to know his skincare plan because Ricky Martin looks 21
And
years old.
I was just-
and he's what, 80 now?
Yeah.
Ricky Martin, he bangs.
So I'm continually blown up. That was good.
Yeah, thank you.
Mike will laugh at that 2
Yeah.
weeks from now. The point is, I was blown away. I'm always blown away by the technical, what they do
Right.
technically
Yes.
in the Super Bowl.
Yes.
And a couple of years ago, they had these floating platforms.
Yeah, I remember
Right?
that.
And then when Eminem and Dre, they did theirs, they had like an actual freaking house out there.
California.
Now this one, they built,
Knows how to
they built a
farm.
bush farm.
I think
I'm not
I
an
think-
agricultural.
I think they had on the field. I know Puerto Rico was small. I
Yeah.
think Puerto Rico was to scale.
Okay.
The size of the
So
island.
right there.
on the
Now, here's the
field.
deal. Now, see, a lot of people were complaining that they didn't understand what Mr. Bunny was talking
That's
about.
right.
I took 4 years of Spanish in high school and 2 years in college.
Okay.
I went hardcore on the Spanish.
Okay.
And I recognized a word. También.
Tabia.
También. And fun fact, I can't remember what that means. I think it means as well, but I'm not
Well,
sure.
I remember there were many times where Bad Bunny went,
Yeah, he did that a few times. I thought I was doing that all. I was bugging the hell out. I was walking around the house. You can't
So-
get rid of it.
Okay. So, not to get political, we don't do politics on this show.
We're about to.
People have complained so much. And the one argument, and this was, I wish I had written this joke. My friend Heather, and she posted it. She had stolen it from somewhere. People were complaining that it was in Spanish. And she says, well, I didn't hear anybody complaining in 96 when they did the Macarena.
Yeah.
It's like, that's true. And then
Yeah.
there was La Bamba. La Bamba went #1. Nobody could
No.
understand what Richie Valens was saying during La Bamba.
My-
it was
my-
a hit.
Yeah.
It's a good song.
My favorite meme / joke, whatever y'all call it these days. Yeah, you've had Eddie Vedder out there singing for 30 years,
That's right.
and now you're complaining
Now
you
you're
can't
complaining about not
understand.
understanding. That's right. That's right. That is right.
But
So-
the controversy, the big, we're not going political, but damn, we're going to get close to that edge.
It's-
Mr. Rock, Kidius Rock,
Yes. Kidney rock.
also known as Robert Ritchie.
Yes, that's
Rob
right.
Ritchie,
Yeah,
which that was a name he just
well,
plopped out.
he had to go by Kid Rock because Bob Rock
Okay.
is a producer.
Yeah, we're okay. Right.
It's
So
true.
he had his thing, and I know there were like other people there. I couldn't not look, at I didn't watch it live, but
Right.
later I went and looked at the clips.
Right.
And because I started to see all the memes about the lip syncing, and I'm telling you, ba with the ba, the bang, diggy diggy, the
jump
bang,
the
the
boogie.
bang, diggy is not. He's not in the mic. He
Right.
goes ba with the ba, and then it's out, and it's just as it's as lip synced to hell and gone. And then he did the country thing. Here's the deal.
Did
with,
he do Cowboy?
Yeah, he did.
I still like the
I
song
loved
Cowboy.
Cowboy back in the
With
day.
the top laid
I
back
had
and the
I had
sunshine shining.
So I had so Devil Without a Cause is the second Kid Rock album.
I only got that one.
I played that until the CD wore out. And I actually bought the first album, which is highly not recommended.
Yeah.
He was trying to do a Run DMC Jazz Master Flash thing.
Yeah, Kid
and it
was
no.
He is heavily influenced by many
He's
different types of
heavily-
music
he's
and
heavily-
drugs.
He's heavily influenced by what he thinks is popular at that given moment. I have a problem with that. I have a problem like getting behind that. It's not that I don't get pissed off. I'm not going to wear a t-shirt. I'm not going to be like down with Kid Rock.
Here's the thing. There's always somebody outraged over the halftime show.
One of my favorite and I know what you guys are thinking. Oh yeah, Mike's favorite Super Bowl halftime performance is U2, and they did the thing with the name.
The American flag.
It is. That's my favorite one. But that's not the reason. The reason it's my favorite one is for that moment, and for the next 2 or 3 days later, nobody bitched about U2 giving them a free album.
Yeah.
You could mention
that's
you
right.
could mention Bono or The Edge or U2 to somebody, and they would be like, yeah, they're the real ones.
So Bruno Mars comes on there, and so many people my age or older were asking the question, who's Bruno Mars, and how do I not know, who is that? I don't even know. I don't even know any of these songs. Okay. Well, look, if you're watching the most popular game in the world and they have a current recording artist on there, that's on you that you don't know who Bruno Mars is. Okay.
Yeah.
Then if they bring out The Who or the Rolling Stones or Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers or Bruce Springsteen, there's people like, oh God, yeah, they got these old fogies on there. These people out there with their crutches and their walkers, and it's like 3 hours past their bedtime. They're going to go eat some pudding before they go to bed. So they get the guys that are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and the badass and the people who've been out there 30, 40 years and they're out there trying to kill it, but they're bitching about them because of how old they are. So you got the young people come on there and nobody knows who they are, and you got the old people and their old fogies. So let's say you bring in Garth Brooks. You put Garth Brooks on stage. Let's say he comes out there with Ain't Going Down Till the Sun Comes Up and closes with Friends in Low Places and tears the place apart. They're going to be half the country saying, bunch of hillbillies out there with their banjos and their hee-haw and their straw in their teeth and their cowboy britches or whatever. So that's probably what's going to happen the next time they get a country artist on there, if they do. Then, God forbid, they bring another rap artist on there. Gonna get into what they complain about with that. I don't remember when I was younger and when I was in my 20s and a halftime show would come on and people would just be outraged by this. The first time they offered any alternative, remember when MTV had the butt bowl?
No.
You could
The
flip
Bud Bowl.
over and you could watch
Bud
Beavis
Light and Budweiser.
No, you could watch Beavis and Butthead during halftime.
Okay.
That was that was like the first time I skipped.
But that's done in fun. See what this year it seemed like it was done with I don't know. I didn't like it. People are always bitching about old music. I mean, back in the 1300s, people would go like, "Well, Beethoven's opening
He's
football."
just
remember when Bach did it last year?
He's just a Tchaikovsky
He's just
wannabe. The argument about it being in Spanish, I would have liked it if they had translated at the bottom.
Yeah.
Because, I didn't understand the song.
So,
I went back and looked, but found out what the song was about. I found out afterward, but they could have translated at the bottom and I would have followed along a little bit better. I thought it was incredible. It was beautiful. I thought it was incredible. The lighting was insane. And they had like all 500,000 people come out dressed as bushes. I didn't know that until afterwards. I'm like, Libby, these people are bushes.
It's still
It's
every
wild.
year it blows my mind that they set something like that up and then tear it down.
They tear it down.
And it's just a normal football field again.
I think they use more than 5 or 6 people to do that.
Probably.
They've got to. They've got to. So
I
don't know who's going to be the artist next year, but I can guarantee you this: people are going to bitch about it.
Yeah, and people do yourself. I mean, this is not, like talking about one artist or another. Just in general, to enjoy life, it's you check out some new artists.
Yeah.
These days with streaming, it is so freaking easy. Get your Spotify or your whatever. You can talk to them now. AI, your robot overlords are going to destroy you.
Yeah.
Until then, have some fun with them. You can go. You can say Spotify, hit the little microphone thing, and say, find music that I would like.
Yes.
And it'll say, oh, this been listening to Ted Nugent and Earl Haggard for 50 years. He may want this.
Merle Haggard.
Or people don't know about Earl.
That was his
Earl
younger
was
brother.
his younger brother. And it'll suggest out of 20 songs.
Yeah.
Maybe 3 or 4 of them you'll really dig, and you'll find a new artist. I've found new artists that way, and it's it's some of them is I listen to regularly now, that people that I've discovered in the past 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, that's what
It keeps you young.
having kids, and they come home and you're like, what are you guys listening to? And I've been trying very hard to listen to music that Jacob and Cameron like, so I can, because I remember when I was in high school and my dad had no interest whatsoever in any of the music that I liked. He didn't like Prince. He didn't like Michael Jackson. He didn't like Billy Idol or Van Halen or Devo or any of the things that I listened to. The only thing,
Crew.
yes, exactly. The only thing my dad listened to was old timey bluegrass music.
Yeah.
And my God, it's like, and hey, you know what? Bluegrass music is awesome, and I like it. I will listen to it, and I adapted and listened to that my dad liked, and I tried to find common ground with him. Did Dad say, Darin, put on Rebel Yell and let's listen to that together? No, Dad didn't try to meet me halfway on my music.
No.
So I'm trying to meet my kids halfway.
Yeah.
I like some of the things they like, some of the things I don't like. Some of the music I have, they don't like. But like what I was saying a couple weeks ago with the Grammys, they mentioned this, whoever won Album of the Year, and guarantee you there's comments, I don't even know who he is. I've never even heard of him. That's not my fault.
Yeah.
Go, just like, okay, this person won Album of the Year. I remember when Daft Punk won Album of the Year. I had no idea who Daft Punk is. I went out and bought the album, and I liked it. I thought it was pretty good.
And sometimes you'll find an artist and you won't like one album, and another album you'll dig like crazy.
Yes.
Fun fact, Beck. I love Beck.
Beck is awesome.
Not too crazy about the first album.
Yeah.
I like Loser a lot,
Uh-huh.
but not too happy with it.
I
Beck has an album called The Information. I wore that out.
I remember when Beck won Album of the Year and somebody was complaining that Beyonce should have won. And one of the comments was, oh, sure, Beck only wrote, produced, sang lead vocals and background vocals, played every musical instrument, and also put the plastic wrapping on it. But sure, give Album of the Year to Beyonce.
This portion of our show is brought to you by Uncle Chappie's Soothing Miracle Lip Balm. Hi, I'm Dave Lay, and there's nothing worse than when the cold weather comes in and your lips get dry and cracked. I'll tell you what, when I drink a margarita with chapped lips, it's totally painful. The salt and lime juice gets in there and damn, that really smarts. Anyway, Uncle Chappie's Soothing Miracle Lip Balm can make your lips feel better in seconds, and it comes in 5 flavors: cherry, bubblegum, vanilla, mint, and root beer. So say goodbye to dry, chapped lips with Uncle Chappie's Soothing Miracle Lip Balm. Available everywhere fine lip products are sold. Now back to the show.
In attendance at the Super Bowl was Kevin James. Okay, Kevin James was sitting by himself with a bouquet of flowers, and he looked very sad. And people were like, oh my God, what's wrong with Kevin James? And I'm like, do you never watch television? Do you not have a TV? And I'm telling you right now, Kevin James is in a brand new movie called Solo Mio.
Okay.
Okay. Libby and I went to see it. We went out on a date, and I loved every minute of Solo Mio.
Is it a rom-com?
It's a rom-com,
Okay.
and Kevin James has not been this entertaining, this charming, this funny since he was on The King of Queens.
Okay.
Okay. I rank it the best of his movies. Now, careful. When I say that, I'm not like including all the movies he did with Adam Sandler as part of the ranking. I'm talking
Okay.
Kevin James
Yeah.
by himself.
Kevin
movies.
James joint.
A Kevin
Yeah.
James joint. So Solo Mio is at the top, and then next to that at number 2 is Here Comes the Boom,
Okay.
which was fantastic. I really enjoyed Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Yeah.
Okay.
I never saw it.
It was a really good movie. It's a family friendly movie. The kids dig it, and it's funny. He's charming and silly, and it was well made, and I enjoy it. But Solo Mio, I'm telling you, you have got to go see Solo Mio. If you don't see it in the theater, rent it when it comes out on one of your streamers, or go to Blockbuster and check it out. It was so good.
Charlie and I watched another new movie to Charlie
Okay.
this weekend. We watched The Revenant
Oh, with
with
Leonardo DiCaprio and the bear.
and the bear.
Yeah.
It's basically,
oh,
which is only about 5 minutes of the movie, but it's a long 5 minutes. It's brutal.
brutal. Yeah.
And
I think that was a well-earned Academy Award for him.
yes, because the
Froze his
movie
nuts off in
the
that
movie is 2.5 hours long.
Mhm.
He speaks for maybe 5 minutes of the movie.
Uh-huh.
The other 2 hours and 25 minutes is him
Shivering.
shivering,
Like, it's cold.
dying,
Yes.
crying,
Yes.
breathing,
Yes.
running,
Mm-hmm.
screaming,
Aching,
aching.
burning.
He reminded me like Castaway. I remember Castaway.
Yeah,
like, I
Castaway,
was-
but very, very cold.
yeah. So
Yeah.
the bear scene, Charlie remarked, and this says something about the age or the age we live in. He says it's got great graphics,
Mm-hmm.
which Andrew used to say that about movies. Which but what he's saying is the cinematography was amazing, and it
Yes.
is. I was shocked, and they use breath. Like, so when the bear is attacking him, I didn't notice this in the theater. Bess and I saw it in the theater, and I was too busy with my face nestled in Bess's shoulder, crying, "Make the bear go away!
Make the bear
Help
go
make the bear
away."
go away!" So I didn't see it in the theater, but when we were watching it here, they went so far. It's not a real bear. Okay, spoiler alert for everyone here.
Wait, what?
They didn't let a grizzly damn near kill Leonardo DiCaprio. I mean, I think he method acts every once in a while, but not that hard.
This whole time, I thought they
Right.
did.
And it's like stepping on his head, and it's like it goes away, it comes back.
Well,
and-
the bear did some other things to him.
Yeah. I mean, that's,
Yeah.
there's different versions out there.
Yeah.
But anyway, when the bear is close to where the camera should be, its breath is misting up the camera.
Yeah.
Which doesn't sound like a big deal, but when you're watching the movie, it makes it feel like that
Like,
bear
that
is like
was really
freaking
close. Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
And, there were a number of scenes that I had completely forgotten about as I'm watching it with Charlie. Spoiler for, I think it's like a 70-year-old movie at this point. He's freezing. He has to get warm. He does a Luke Skywalker into a horse.
Yes.
And
he
does the breath thing
He
again in
stripped
there.
down completely naked and got into a horse carcass.
Which, if you're going to get into a horse carcass, you don't want to get your clothes horsey.
no.
That never comes out.
That's where Arby's gets their horsey sauce? That's a true story. I'm sorry. Continue.
It's,
I didn't mean to get you off track.
No.
Brought to you by Arby's.
But we get it's like 2.5 hour movie. Now I am a 50-year-old man, right?
Yeah.
Daddy needs sleep every once in a while. Charlie decides he wants to watch this movie at 10:30 at night.
Oh, nope.
But we started it. We did.
Okay.
I was excited. Let's watch a movie. It's to the last half hour, and I'm dozing off, and he's like, Dad, waking me up. Get up. And I was shocked that he made it all the way through, because Charlie's usually the guy. If somebody's going to fall asleep,
He's out first.
Bess is out 1st. Well, Bess goes first.
Okay.
But then Charlie usually falls right after. He was wide awake the entire movie. And at the end, he just looked over and he said, "That is the best movie I've ever seen in my life."
Oh, cool.
Like, wow.
Yeah. While we're on movies,
Movies.
last week I meant to recommend a great movie, and it's called Mercy, starring Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to just be
He was in Parks and Rec.
He was in Parks and Rec. He was Star-Lord in the Guardians of the Galaxy, and he's a funny guy. He's an action star. So I saw the initial trailer for this movie, and I thought, this looks a lot like Minority Report, okay, with Tommy Cruise and Steven Spielberg, okay? Which, hey, if you're going to compare a movie to another movie, that's not a bad movie to be compared to.
Good movie.
Minority Report was badass,
Yes.
and it still looks as good as it did when we watched it the first time. We own it. So anyway, so we went, and it turns out that the premise kind of is the same, but it's 100% different movie. Chris Pratt was amazing in it. Me, and we took my mom, and we took the kids and Libby. We're all on the edge of our seat waiting to see what happens in this movie. And it was really, really well made. Great movie.
Mercy.
So Mercy. Yeah.
All right, I
And
need to
so,
check that out.
and I will say that it's one of those movies that I think should be watched in the movie theater.
Okay.
Yes, because
Okay.
the big screen advantage in the sound and kind of fooled us. It's like we think it's this person. Oh, no, it can't be that person. It's got to be this person. And turns out we were all wrong.
Yeah. I got to tell the turkey story.
Okay.
We had about 3 to 4 turkeys in our freezer. I'm not taking questions on why we had that many turkeys in our freezer. So I see you getting ready to ask it. Not taking questions. Not taking questions on it.
My question is, what the hell?
I'm at work one day and excuse me.
No questions at all.
None. 3 to 4, maybe 5 turkeys in our freezer. It's been there a couple of months.
A couple of months.
It ends there, Darin. We're not talking about why
Okay.
I have 4 to 5 turkeys in the freezer.
Okay.
We're not.
Okay.
But anyway, Bess texts me at work. It says, I think the freezer died. Everything in there is
Thawing?
It's thawing.
All the turkeys.
They're getting wet. So now, now, what would a normal person do? What I did, I came home from work.
What would a normal person do never applies to anything that goes on in your house.
So I came home and I lifted the freezer door and I noticed it's a chest freezer. I noticed the light came on. It's clearly getting power. So the compressor probably died.
It's
the freezer.
That's what I was going to say. Probably the compressor.
The compressor was shot, as it were.
Oh, okay.
So the freezer's dead.
It ain't got no gas in it.
So a normal human being at that instant, knowing that they have 4 to 5 turkeys, some fish, a couple of pizzas, and some other things that we're not going to talk about
Ice cream?
in that freezer.
Ice cream?
No, that's all gone.
Okay.
Would take it all out to the trash because it's going to start to melt and get stinky, right?
Right.
Bess, she does her counseling, right? She's doing her work
Right.
on the Zooms,
Right.
and she notices that it smells like we have a dead body in our house.
Okay.
And she goes back to where the freezer is, and boy, howdy, some things have happened. And she tells me it's starting to smell. We should probably do something. This is on a Friday.
Okay.
I don't look at it Friday night. Saturday morning.
Friday's the night off.
I'm grinding Cambos.
Yeah.
Saturday morning, I come down and I look at the freezer. Not only does it smell like a dead body, there's now a trail of juice from the freezer coming across the floor and just touching the carpet right in there.
Okay.
Right?
And this is downstairs in your
And now
basement.
this explains why the U2 collection was in your seat.
All his albums were on the chair where I sit.
Yeah. They were about 5 feet away from the turkey freezer. So the first thing I did was take all of them in here. They don't have any turkey on them. They're good. They're clean. They're good. I checked multiple times. Joshua Tree is out at the lab for testing, but I'm sure it'll come back okay.
Okay.
We got all the turkeys. We wrapped them in plastic bags. We took them outside. Now, what the neighbors saw was Mike
carrying out
plastic bags with stuff that smells like a dead body, and putting it.
If you cut it up right, it could have been.
Yeah, different plastic bags into a trash can out front. It was like 9 degrees, so I was good. You know? And then Bess and I was like, we got to get this freezer out of here. And she's like, do you want to wait till Andrew wakes up? I was like, no, we've got to get it out today.
Yeah.
It has to leave today.
Because Andrew's probably going to wake up tomorrow.
So we got as many paper towels as we could. We soaked up as many juices as we could, dry heaving the whole time, yelling at Marbles, get away from the turkey
juice. Yeah.
Juice. And then Charlie kept coming over. Charlie, stop walking, stop.
You're walking
going to walk in the turkey
juice.
We get it cleaned up. I get multiple trash bags. We duct tape them to the bottom of the freezer because
Fly on the wall in your house.
It's gonna leak out, and I don't want dead body juice going up the steps.
No.
So Bess and I are in there, and she says, "I don't know if I can lift this." And I said, "Here's what's going to happen. We're going to lift this."
Oh,
and we can't stop. From the moment we leave this room in the unfinished portion, we have to go through the finished portion of our basement, up the stairs. It's like the first place we're allowed to stop is in the kitchen because at least there, hardwood floor, we can clean that.
Yeah.
But we're not replacing carpet between here and there. We're not doing it.
Right.
And I was like, do whatever you need to do. Do your squats, do your stretches.
Eat a power bar.
But once we lift this, you're in it.
Drink a Monster.
You drink a Monster. You're in it until we get to the top. And she said, okay. So we took a couple of deep breaths. We lifted this
I'm
up,
surprised that you didn't call me.
and I didn't even think about it. We got to the top of the steps, and she stopped. And then I'm like, what are you doing? You can't stop. And she's like, I can't lift. I was like, you have to lift. I became like, what's the Mickey in Rocky? You got to lift it. You got to lift it. Put your back into it. Get it up.
Chicken in it. Yeah.
So we got it. We set it down on the kitchen floor for a second, and then we took it out front. So what the neighbors saw, again, recap, they saw Mike come out in his jammies with cadaver-smelling trash bags, putting them in the thing, and then they saw him and his wife come out with a leaking chest freezer.
Yes.
And stick it out, which is what you walked by when you came in here to the house tonight. We brought all the cleaning products we had downstairs. I took care of the floor. You can't smell a thing now.
Oh, yeah.
It's all good. It's pleasant. And I Bess and I said, should we look up online what we should clean with? I was like, that's a good idea. Let's get on Google and let's type in, how do you get rid of dead carcass smell from a freezer in your basement? Right? I was like, I've seen enough true crime. I've watched enough Netflix documentaries. That's how the FBI gets you. That's how they get you. So I don't need that.
Go to Home Depot, you buy a saw, some lye,
so
lots of garbage bags.
But then we're like, what the hell do we do? How do we get the freezer going? Nobody's going to take a broken freezer that smells like dead bodies. And I don't know if you noticed, it's getting warmer out there today.
Yes.
So I
mentioned
called,
at the top of the show.
Just to wrap this story up with a bow, I called Rumpke. I said, I have a freezer that needs to go away from us. And they said, well, we can't do that because it has Freon, but we'll connect you with a guy that has a truck. They have a guy that has the truck like they could switch you over to him on the same call. And they pick up and they're like, what do you need getting rid of? A freezer? Where is it? It'll be in the front yard when you come. When are you coming? Thursday. Okay. It's 200.
Harvey Keitel shows up.
It's the wolf. The wolf. He said it's $209. I'm like, okay. He's like, payment at the time of disposal.
Oh,
okay. I was like, do I need to be here? He's like, no, just answer the phone when I call. It's like, okay. It's a $200 freezer. We got to spend $209 to get rid of it. And the 5 turkeys are toast. They're out there in one of those trash cans.
Okay, so crazy thing is, in my neighborhood, we have a neighborhood Facebook page, and somebody posted today that their freezer died, and they need to know if anybody can take the Freon out of the freezer.
Yeah.
That was today.
Yeah, that's why it costs $209. It would be like $50 without the Freon.
Yeah,
you can't just take the Freon out. It's like plutonium. You can't. It's like.
My dad died 10 years ago, a little over 10 years ago.
And he still has his Freon.
Well, but I went to his house
and
I was cleaning out everything. I go out on Dad's back porch to get some fresh air, and I noticed Dad has a freezer. I opened it up, So 10 years ago was 2016. Dad had stuff in his freezer marked 1998 and 99. Like, and I'm yelling at my dead father, like, Dad, you can't keep things frozen for over 15 years. You just can't. And I am throwing away just garbage, and you can't put that many. And he had a lot of chicken breasts, he had a lot of meat, a lot of hamburger, and oh my God. And it look like we were hauling off carcasses.
It's time now for the Kroger Story of the Week.
My wife has an addiction, and she's brought me into it. My wife found, and I really shouldn't tell this story because people in the area are going to rush out and buy these products. She has found a potato chip called Grippo's Sweet Maui Onion potato chips. They're the best potato chips I've ever had in my life. I'm surprised that she actually told me that she has them. Okay. Because now we both want them. Anyway, we ran out. And so Libby asked me, when I go to the store, would I get some Sweet Maui Onion potato chips? I go to Kroger and there were no chips. And I came home and she got visibly frustrated and angry with me. And I'm like, it's not my fault that they're sold out of the Sweet Maui Onion potato chips. She's like, well, okay. I was like, do you want me to go to another store? And she says, no, just come home. Because she had went to Walmart's website. Yeah. And they weren't on Walmart's website. Okay. So, and we all know Walmart's got everything, right? They did not, apparently they do not carry those. So I came home, and then the next time I went to the store, they were out of them again, which sparked fear in our minds, because the last time she really liked they used to have sweet and sassy flavored potato chips that she liked. Yeah. They ended up discontinuing those. Okay. And she was like almost on her knees. Why me, God? Why are you doing this to me? Why are you giving me these potato chips and then taking them away? Why are you allowing me to have such joy in my life only to take it from my hands? Yeah. Right? Yeah. So she wanted me to go, and I'm like, Libby, they're sold out. She says, let's call Kroger and see if they have them. Have you ever tried to call Kroger? No. I called, it rings and rings and rings and rings and rings. And then it gets to a thing. Would you like to speak to our pharmacy? Would you like to talk to the front desk? What is the reason for your call? And I said, grocery. And then it rings. And it rings and it rings. And then someone finally picks up. Yeah, may I help you? And I said, I'm looking for we've got a situation here. We have a situation here. We're looking for these potato chips. Every time I'm there, they're sold out. I don't want to drive down there if you don't have them. Can you check and see if you have the Sweet Maui Onion potato chips, the Grippos? And she says, hang on. So she puts me on hold. And the music plays and plays and plays. And then it hangs up on me. There you go. And 10 minutes of my life was gone trying to call to see if they have these potato chips. We called another Kroger. They answered quickly. And they said, let me check. And they checked, and then they didn't. So that was night one. The second night, we called again to see if we called the first one. When the voice machine said, what's the reason of your call? Libby had asked me a question. And then I said, Libby, hang on a second. I'm on the phone. The voice message said, do you want the pharmacy? Yes or no? This was the voice message. Yes or no? And I'm like, hey, don't get pissy with me, Tron. I want to see if you have potato chips. So it's a reason for my call, potato chips. They finally got me through to somebody. Okay. And they didn't have them. Yeah. Long story short, Sunday, I went by the grocery store and I bought every bag of chips that they had.
This has been the Kroger Story of the Week.
Here's a life hack I'll let you and Libby in on.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm going to be very careful. You can order anything from Amazon, including food items.
I know, but it's so much more expensive.
How much food
is more expensive.
How much do you want it? I had an issue with the dill pickle goldfish.
Oh,
I hate goldfish, but I
remember.
love dill pickle goldfish. And I
Mhm.
found some on Amazon for a pretty penny.
Yeah.
And Bess and I, with potato chips, I've never had the Maui Grippo's Hawaiian
Oh.
luau.
Oh my God,
stuff.
the Maui sweet onion.
But the Lay's dill pickle,
yeah.
Bess and I had a problem with
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Like a few years ago, we had a rough patch there for a while.
Were you two fighting over the chips?
It got. First, we were. No, if
I
it
asked
starts
Libby,
out, it's.
I said, "Will you hand me the chips?" She opened up and gave me 2 chips. I'm like,
Yeah.
"No, hand me the
it
bag of
starts
chips."
out when it first starts. It's beautiful. You discover the chip together.
Uh-huh.
You have these huge bags of chips.
Yeah.
You're sitting there watching a movie, eating from the chips, and everybody's happy. There's bountiful, plentiful chips.
Mm,
And then something happens along the way. It's like, though, those are my chips.
right. And
But
you're like, "Well,
if you want
I'm
your,
the one
if
who
you
went
want
to
them,
the store."
go get your own chips. These are my chips. And then it
yeah.
gets to the point where one of us tried to quit. It's like, why do you keep bringing these chips in?
Right.
I am not quitting the chips.
Right.
I'm doubling down on the chips. I want to live the dill pickle chip lifestyle.
Yeah.
That's what
No,
I'm all
you
about.
you both have to quit
well,
together.
if you want to live the dill pickle lifestyle, then you're going to live the dill pickle lifestyle in the basement or in the garage, because I'm not going to have someone in my house
Right.
living the dill pickle lifestyle.
yeah.
It just, and then the kids got involved. It was ugly. We gave them up 100% and moved to Ruffles.
Oh,
And then, which is a bland, reset chip.
Ruffles aren't addictive.
No, they're not.
They're good.
They're there.
Yeah.
And then every once in a while, one of us will buy the dill pickle chips,
Mhm.
and we're okay now.
Yeah.
We can handle it.
Okay.
It's like we're far enough away from the addiction has lost its hold.
We're going to do one more story here before we wrap this up. I don't know if you guys knew this, but the lead singer of Three Doors Down passed away. 47 years old. And
Whoa.
I heard he was 47. And then I went and I looked, I did my own research. And I looked and I'm like, was this like the second singer? Did they hire a younger singer? He's always been the singer of Three Doors Down, right? So he had to have been in his early 20s when they recorded Kryptonite, when they first came out with a bang. Okay, Kryptonite was amazing. Okay, and then you go and listen to their other stuff, and their other stuff was really good too. And he had cancer and he passed away. And it's a shame. It's a real shame, because he was a really good singer and they were a very good band. But it reminds me of this story when I used to work in Dayton. This was back when I used to have to dress up for work, and I would wear khakis and a blue shirt. And I drove to work. I got there about 30 minutes early. And so I had time to kill. And I went by Best Buy, and I'm walking through Best Buy and I'm looking through the CDs. And this woman walks up to me and she said, "Excuse me?" I said, "Yes." she says, "I'm looking for Titanium." And I said, "You mean Kryptonite?" She says, "Yeah, Kryptonite." I said, "Yeah, okay, that's Three Doors Down." And then I went over and found that for her, and she says, "Well, thank you very much. You're a really good employee." I said, I don't work here. When this happened, it just reminded me of that story, and I wonder if that lady ever thinks about me. Probably not. I looked really handsome when I went to work that day. But anyway, it's a shame. And Three Doors Down, listen to all their music. They were a great band. All right, we're going to wrap this up. We want to thank you for listening. We want you to go to irritabledadsyndrome.com, and you can go there and listen to every episode. We want you to tell all your friends. We tell you every week to tell your friends, and we keep telling you that because you're not telling your friends.
Yeah.
So if you guys tell your friends about the show, we'll stop telling you to tell people about it.
Yeah.
Deal?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I hope to see you next week. We both hope to see you
I
next
do
week
too, as well.
on Irritable Dad Syndrome.
Irritable Dad Syndrome is a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.
Well, listen, did you want to wrap this up?
No,
Okay.
I'm terrible at that. This is me talking to editor Darin in
Okay.
the future.
Yeah.
Right after the Knight Rider and Airwolf stuff, just cut me out. Put Dave Lay, put a fish fart in, whatever you need to do.
Go, Power Rangers.
Some Power Rangers of Voltron beef. Let me tell you something. Power Rangers versus Voltron. Voltron wins every frickin' day. 5 lions.
Yeah. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Ba with the ba, the bang the bang, diggy diggy.
Yes, indeed.
Geese.
Germans love David Hasselhoff.
Hey, Macarena.